Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, S&P 500 E-mini futures. Here's your daily chart, and what we saw yesterday was just a complete rejection. I mean, you had the morning low right in that dip buyer area just after 10 o'clock, and you know the dip buyers are going to show up every time and buy that up. And you saw a higher low that was made in the 50 area. Let me make this a 15-minute chart. So you had your low. I mean, if you're going to do that at 10:15 in the morning, the dip buyers are going to show up. If you're selling that at 10:15 in the morning, you need your head examined because that's not how the market works, at least not during this uptrend. It then made a higher low here at 49.75, and that was it. Broke above, took out the old monthly pivot from July, took out weekly pivot, back up to the monthly pivot. We try to short at the end of the day. We shorted down in the lows in the morning. We try to short at the end of the day against the 86, 87 resistance. We got a little bit on it, but then most of us got stopped out because we took it to even stop overnight and went up and traded all the way to the mid band up at 93.5. So going into today, you've got monthly pivot that's going to try to be support. We'll have to see if the bulls can establish that, if they can establish that through the morning. If they can, then I'm expecting a retest of the mid band, which was essentially the Globex high. If the bulls can break above the mid band, then they can run it up as high as 2109. Now, what the bears want is for all this to be a very violent bear market rally all the way up to mid band. They were able to pull this off in October of 2014, and because they were able to pull it off, head all the way back down to the lows the next day, that started the violent move down to 1813, 1815. That's very rare, and that is a low percentage outcome. What the bears can do to kind of get things started is, number one, maintain the mid band as resistance all day long. Okay? Make that 93 move the high of the day. Then they've got to break back below monthly pivot in the 86s, weekly pivot in the 81s, and then we'll see where we are at the end of the day. The nice part is at the end of the day, we're all going to get together and talk about it because I'm doing a live interactive webcast at 4:45 Eastern Time. The sign up has been all over Twitter. If you haven't signed up, there's a link in this post. Sign up and join us, and we'll talk about where we are and where we're headed. Should be a lot of fun, and I'll be taking questions, of course. All right, so follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Check out the chat room. Dozens of folks have signed up. It's a great supplement to some of our members. I mean, we have members that have been there for years, and it's a good environment. The new folks, the folks that have been there a while, and the contributor team. So come on in and see what we're about. We would love to meet you and see if we can help you with your trading. If you trade this stuff all the time, if you trade the mini all the time, don't trade it by yourself. Don't trade it in a vacuum. You should trade it somewhere, and we try to provide an environment that's informative and professional, and is also kind of nurturing is a strange word, but it's a good environment to trade this stuff and learn how to do it, and we try to keep you out of trouble while we're at it and do a few setups along the way. So come on in, we would love to meet you. I'll see everybody at 4:45 this afternoon, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.